Hey, it's great to see all of you today. Thanks for stopping by the studio. I'm going to work on a couple paintings today, and I was inspired. Hey, Walter, where are you going, buddy? Come here. Hey, check it out. We got a friend over here. Say hi, Walter. Woohoo! Hi, Walter. Oh, yeah. Give me some loving. Okay. So, yeah, like I was saying, I was inspired to get out into the studio this week. Some friends reached out and said, hey, haven't seen a video in a while. I didn't even know anybody watched these videos. So, hey, wow, that's awesome. I appreciate it. So, anyways, all right. I'm going to work on a round painting today, similar to, maybe I'm going to kind of go with this style. I'm not too sure. Honestly, I just want to get it out. I haven't even picked what colors I'm going to be looking at today. I'm about ready to lay that down on the palette and get at it a little bit. So here, I guess this is my first time really doing it like this. So let's just take the early steps journey into this. I'm going to cut in and out as I need to, so maybe there isn't too much dizziness and nausea involved in today's video. All right. Thanks, and thanks for your patience, people. Excellent. All right, so here are my, oops, wrong setting. Here's the wonderful choices that I am working with today. Let's start with a little yellow, some white, a little bit of this blue here. I'm gonna set this up right here on this, and I'm gonna have to get this little stool out of the way. So we'll keep that, do a little bit of white down there. And no, none of these paints are sponsors. So no sponsorship from the paint that I'm using. So we'll just talk about the colors. So yeah, ooh, that's a bunch of good stuff there. I'm not gonna spend too much time. I want to get loose a little bit today. So I'm gonna do that, get this stool out of the way. And you know what? We're gonna take a look at getting this. Basically, I'm gonna go ahead and pull this guy off of here. Set him right down there. Set this one up there like this. See if we can't just kind of adjust a couple things. Yeah, I know, I'm all over the place. Okay, cool. You're going to the tripod. Hang tight, folks. Awesome. All right, we're back. So I'm gonna work on getting this set up here. Bit better than that. Put it on these couple little teeth there. Fortunately, with this particular easel, I have to do a little bit of additional reinforcement. So let me grab my screw gun. Oh yeah. Bit so I don't mess that up. Plug you in so you don't turn off. Woohoo! Okay, sorry about that. All right, there we go. Get a little recenter job there. Okay, I got to put a couple little screws in here so it doesn't get too loose. And that way I can kind of get at it a little bit and not be nervous about that sucker flopping off there, right? So, nothing worse than being in the middle of a wet painting and it flops off the easel, man. It happens, it happens. All right, we're going to take this big knife here, kind of just start, and get a little glaze on there, I think, first. Yeah, one other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my water bottle. Those are my flipper floppers if you're hearing them in the background. I thought maybe my water bottle was over here. My spritzer is what I'm looking. There you are. Oh, I thought so. I'm going to hit it from the back. Let's give it a nice little even coat the best you can. I'm going to throw a little bit on the front. That's going to tighten it up over the next couple minutes while I'm painting on it. So it's going to help slide some of that pigment around also. So just get some paint out here on the outer edges. Hope that's all staying in focus and everything. Probably is. So, yeah. Hope all of you had an awesome week and a great day so far today. I know it's always relaxing for me to get out here in the studio and do some painting. I've taken on a couple additional activities in my life, so I was away from the studio for a while, and but I'm back, and that's the most important thing. So sometimes, you know how it is. You get busy, right? I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it next week. I'll do it sometime. Right? Sometime. Yeah, oh man. Hope I'm not the only one guilty of that, because wow. Alright, so, okay. Paint's going on nice, a little smooth here. I think we ought to do. First, let's move this guy, or gal, or painting. How about that? Let's move this painting out of the way. So what tends to happen is, like, I was even a little bit nervous about that painting in the background here, this blue one, but I'll try to be cool. Sometimes I get carried away, I just can't help it. All right. Let's see something here. I'm going to do like... Huh. Okay. That's too much of that. I really think I'm gonna go like that. Okay. Let's just draw on a couple lines here real fast to see if, and I'm gonna try to center it a little bit more than what I had here. Oh yeah, gotta watch that edge, the way it kind of this edge like that. It's not tapered down at all. So oftentimes when like I make my canvases, I run it through the table saw, so it puts a little bit of an edge on my frame, so it doesn't sit against the canvas quite that tight. But not this one. I haven't got that round table saw quite yet, so. Ooh, I love that yellow color, but boy, am I a little bit nervous about throwing it down on there like that. I think it's gonna be, ooh, be a little bit intense. But let me see something. Let me clean that off just real fast. All right, you're gonna have to pick up the pace here, son. Let's make me happy that you can put it. Wow, how big that one is. It really is. Okay. Is that going to be enough? Oof. That was definitive. Ooh, I needed that. Man, that felt good to make a decision like that. Damn. Been waiting all week to make a good decision. That was a good decision. Yeah, I like that. Okay, I think I can work with that. Let's do it. Let's go. Feeling good. All right. We're going to get a little bit of sound effects coming in here. Ooh, yeah. See. Ooh, thank goodness I could put that screw in there. I was already feeling that canvas going sideways on me. Yeah. Yeah. I really just started doing some of these flowers like this and really enjoy it a lot. Mm-hmm. Ooh. Man, putting it on there good. It's looking good. Yeah. Grab a little bit more. That in there. Like, meow. Okay. What do I want to do with that? Okay. Do this, do that. We'll get a little bit of this one is green. Ooh, yeah. Ooh. Yeah, it's gonna look good. I like that so far. Put some of that light stuff on there too. Okay. Alright. I took my glasses off, so see if I can't get a little truer to form here without trying to get all in the weeds with detail. Keep it nice and loose. Remember, this is just a practice study. Yeah, having fun. Mm-hmm. All right. Woo. Man, I'm wondering like what kind of color we're looking for against that yellow like that. I like this blue. It's looking good, but let me get some of that down on here like this. Come across there like that. Be up in there. Yeah. Oh boy. Remember, we're just having fun here. Like, that's what this is about today. Today is about getting rid of last week. Getting ready for next week. Walking into it refreshed. Fresh point of view. And, yeah. Yeah. Let's see if I can create edge here. Yeah, I want to tone that back wall down just a touch here. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love it. I love it, but it might be popping a little bit too much for some of the flower colors that I want to throw in here. So, let's breathe it down. Oopsie. Wow. Pow, pow, pow. Yeah, sometimes you gotta put a little effects in there, right? It's just part of it. Okay. Don't forget, don't take all this too seriously, okay? We're just having fun. I should do a little bit better job wiping my brush off when I hit that green like that, so I have to work that up a little bit. Put some of those colors in there. Drag that into it. That way. Oh boy. If you've stuck with me for this long, you're probably studying. Like, and this is just on in the background on your TV as like filler. Which is totally cool. I can appreciate that. That little... Yeah, I need to shape that up a little bit. Shape do I want that Okay, I'll take that stroke. All right. Where's that? Okay. Got out another little palette knife, like this one here. See if I can't. We'll see what this ends up coming out like. I'm gonna hit these areas where I'm having green to contend with. Huh. I say that and then I go right into the green. Funny how that works. Hear the easel talking to me here, huh? Okay. Thanks for putting down some amazingly thick paint. So there you go. I like the way that ended up turning out. Looks all right. Goes good with pink. Maybe just like a little touch of purple or something like that. Like something. Where's the purple? I know you can't see it. You can probably hear me digging through my box of paint. Oh, I wasn't going to do purple. I was going to do red. To also make purple. There we go. Got going on here, so we don't mess up too much here. Be like an edge of edge over here. All right, that's not loud or anything, so, but it is. So, anyways, I'm sure you can still see exactly what I'm doing. I feel like I'm getting in the weeds here a little bit, but See if we can't pull it out with a little bit of lightness in there. I was trying to get some darker areas in here just because it's feeling too light out here on these edges a little bit. I got this crazy one hanging out there. Some green, push some green back up in there. And that. Yeah. Oops. Yeah, oops. All good, my friend, all good. No, like, wanting to see this a little bit lower. Getting hung up on that thing. Okay. Gonna go blast this brush out here real fast. Sometimes you got a brush that, I don't know, feels good in your hand. You want to use it a little bit more. So, what's happening here with this one? I'm going to have to probably get close to wrapping it up here. Otherwise, everybody's going to be falling asleep, bored. So, let me get a little bit of, see how we might be able to spice this up right at the end here. And do something with that floor there. Yeah. That's right. Okay, I'm going to have to see if I can speed this sucker up in post or something. Maybe with an underbed of music, so people aren't going to sleepy sleep. Alright, but if you do, that's cool too. Do you jam? Alright. Where's my white at? Time for a little bit of white. All right. You know what? I'm going to leave that exactly like that. Except for one thing. Okay, we're going to do one more thing real fast. Just to put a little finish up on it. A couple little spots. Pow, right there. Yeah. Ooh, man, that's coming together there. I was not a fan of that area. I like that. Lots more. Alright. Drop a couple little beads of edging in here. Uh-oh. Ooh, that one was a little heavy. Gotta move that around a little bit. Yeah, actually I like that little bit of yellow in there. Mm-hmm. All right, I think that's gonna do it. Bam, I'm at 40-something minutes. Well, if you're all still here, you're amazing. I hope you also did something creative during this time to just fill up the space. So let me just move this around, a little jolty jolt here, so bear with me. Oh no, let me flip it. Bow. Oh, that's a different painting I'm working on. Hey, there's me, no glasses. So, damn, I don't even have them handy. So, hey, thanks again. Wow, it was amazing being out here ripping on this. And I might come back and touch it up once it's like dried up a little bit, put some more highlights on there, maybe darken some of this area, pull some of that yellow in just to kind of frame up that vase a little bit, right? And yeah, but otherwise, I'm going to get to, I got some reading that I want to do and spend the rest of my day educating myself about some of the finer things in life, I suppose. So stretch my mind a little bit. So take care and we'll see you next time in the studio. Cheers. we go. All right, can just take a little bit of close-ups of what we did today and kind of share it with you a little bit. So, painting's still wet, but I like that. Sometimes I wish I could find that nice glossy look. Sometimes I like to pour resin on my paintings, and it just gives them that high sheen, like a surfboard or something. It's so cool.